Someone points a gun at you and tells you to say a truly mind-blowing fact or you die. What do you say? Any answer that makes him pull the trigger will be a truly mind-blowing fact. The Planck is the smallest unit of measurement we have. If you were to expand a single atom to the size of the observable universe, billions of light years in diameter, a Planck would be about the size of a tree. Sharks are older than trees. I put a micro-bomb in your head. Flammable and inflammable mean the same thing. I love you, then kiss them on the cheek. There are more planes in the sea than submarines in the sky. We have in our body enough gold to buy a bean. The ancient Korean king Munmu wanted his ashes to be buried in an underwater grave, so he could reincarnate into a sea dragon and protect Korea forever. Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. If you made a continuous chain of elephants in between the Earth and the Moon, they would absolutely die. When you say the word poop, your mouth makes the same motion as your butthole when it poops. The inside of a Kit Kat is made up of broken up, previously rejected Kit Kats. There is more stars in the sky than grains of sand of the earth. From Detroit, you can drive south to Canada. Bangladesh's population is the combined 23 largest US cities, all in the space of New York State. Video games do not cause violence. Male seahorses give birth. You don't wash your hands, they wash each other, not really a fact but might just work. Olives, cucumbers, and green beans are all fruits. If you shoot me in the head, my brains will blow out. The guy who figured out milk was drinkable was doing weird things to a cow. The largest air force in the world is the United States Air Force. The second largest air force in the world is the United States Navy. Bonus, the seventh largest navy in the world is the Disney Corporation. Nothing ever actually touches, they're just really close. You've never truly been touched in your life. Lonely, isn't it? Now put that gun down and give me a hug. 1950, the world population was slightly less than the population count of China and India combined today. There's a planet Technally made out of diamonds, worth $22.9 nonillion. You're not real. That gun isn't even in your hand. The gun is in my hand. You could grow a tumor with teeth, hair and even eyes anywhere in your body. Like your own little baby. The birds work for the bourgeois. The Soviets dropped a 50 megaton bomb over Novaya Zemlya, the mushroom cloud went higher than the stratosphere and the shockwave traveled 3 times around the Earth. A supervolcano eruption would be about 50 times stronger than that. Earth is scary. If you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can ever image. Every chemical element heavier than iron came from a star exploding, also called a supernova. This includes nickel, copper, zinc, and silver, along with dozens of others. So the nickel in your pocket, which is made of copper and nickel, is 100% made up of the remains of an exploded star. The average time it takes someone to draw a pistol from a holster and fire is 1.8 seconds. With training, you can get a sub-second time and still fire accurately. So do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do ya? I'm your Huckleberry. After June 7, 1944, D-Day, the Allies never brought in paratroopers on moonless nights because on D-Day the paratroopers couldn't see well, and some just straight up died. That, and that girls have 3 holes. In World War II, A Hungarian mathematician named Abraham Wald developed a counterintuitive method for armor plate placement while studying damaged aircraft. He observed planes returning home from sorties with large holes in them, and was tasked with figuring out where to put armor plates. His crucial insight was to not put armor plates where the holes were. The holes in the aircraft that returned represented damage that did not impact the ability of the planes to return home. In other words, he made the critical observation of the bias in the data he was observing. He was only looking at planes that survived. With this knowledge, he instructed armor to be placed in areas that were not damaged, because if these areas were hit, there would be no damage in that component in the planes that returned home.